Hello, Leos. Welcome to your reading, Pussycat Babies. We're going to get into the Animal Spirit Oracle deck and the Rider-Waite Tarot. We're going to ask who you are, how it is that you function, like what's your motive, what motivates you, what is it that you've overcome, and how you view the other. Yes, there is another in this reading, and we're going to ask the same things of the other. Because there is another in your reading, there's a possibility that the energies could be flipped. There's also the possibility that you could be dealing with another Leo, or I could be reading for the cross watcher. You just don't know how Spirit wants to deliver the message, because it's all up to Spirit, man. It's all up to Spirit. It's up to God in these ones. Thank you, Leos. Let's get started. If you are real and you're not a robot, I would love just some sort of energy back from you in this. I would love to see a little comment from you saying, even if it's just a heart, or I'm not a robot, Cindy, I'm here for humanity. Stand up for humanity. That's it. All right, let's see, Leo. Who you are. You're make your dreams real. Wow, I love that. That's awesome. Manifestor, if you had a vision here and you're making it real, or that's what you plan to do, you have a vision and you plan on making it real. I'm seeing the number 56 here. So I don't know, if you're past the age of 56, don't listen to what I'm about to say. Maybe you were born in 1956, maybe 1856. Really old. You never know who's watching. But maybe you have a goal for something at the age of 56 or 2056. Ability. But you're gonna make your dreams real. That's your intention. That is your energy. That's who you are. If I'm saying that to you, like who you are, you strike me, right, with this card as someone, even maybe if it takes a while, you still get to whatever that goal was that you had for yourself. How you function, what motivates you. Oh, Spirit has your back. You trust in Spirit. You believe that God has got your back on this. That's how you function. Now, it's also, okay, here's the other thing. As I'm seeing that, like seeing an eagle soaring, and watch any bird. If there's strong winds, you never see birds like trying to fly. Like, have you ever seen the wind blowing this way and a bird that looks like it's just not getting anywhere? They don't do that. They go with the wind. They might still have their goal, but Spirit has its own way of guiding them. That's what motivates you. So you may have an idea here. This is what is going to happen. This is what I'm hoping for. This is what I believe. This is what I'm going to accomplish. This is the dream that I have in my life. Well, the wind's kind of blowing this way right now, so we're going to see where that goes. That's kind of how you feel, which is good, because you're not necessarily pushing hard up against like a wall or a door that won't open. So what have you overcome? Freedom is yours. So have you gained some type of freedom, or maybe there is, like maybe there's a wall or something that you're trying to push up against and you can't. Like that part of your life here is not possible for it to happen. So you're like, well, we're just going to see which way the wind is blowing, because I know Spirit is supporting me. So let's see. How do you view the other? You view the other as truth transcends illusion. So you have a 33 and a 22 coming up here too. Oh, I also like that. 2s and 3s, and this is 23. So you have two master numbers here, 33 and 22. Freedom is yours, is what you've overcome. I really kind of feel like there's some type of freedom here that you've been trying to get for yourself. And some way to feel free. Like, even if it's just, maybe even it's just a psychological or an emotional freedom of some sort. So, okay, you view this other person as maybe starting to see some sort of truth, starting to understand some type of fact, some type of reality here, where they weren't before. Who is this other? Who the other is? Who the other is? The other is set healthy boundaries. Okay. The other is somebody who they could be learning how to set healthy boundaries. They might have a problem with setting healthy boundaries, or they could be setting healthy boundaries right now. And it could have something to do with you. We don't know what that is. Interesting that it's a 3, and you have 33 for your freedom is yours. What motivates this person? Like, how do they function? Oh, interesting. Bring your ideas to life. You make your dreams real. This person wants to be able to bring their ideas to life. That's, oh, how fascinating is that? They want to be, it's almost kind of like, too, this person wants to be able to do what you do. I don't know what that is. Like, or at least the success that you have, in some way that you have success, this person wants to be able to have that type of success. That's what motivates them. Bring your ideas to life. Truth transcends illusion. Okay. Truth transcends illusion is how you see them. What motivates them is to bring their ideas to life. So are these ideas based on like facts, reality, these possibilities? What they've overcome. Spirit has a plan. Spirit has a plan. That's what they've overcome. See, it's almost like this person is giving it up to the ghost, giving it up to Spirit here, like what they've overcome. Spirit's got a plan. I can't. So this is giving me the impression here that you have pushed up against a wall or a door or something. You have not, wouldn't necessarily open, right? Like the metaphorical door. But on the other side of it is kind of like your dreams, your hopes, your desires. And you have sort of like stepped away from the door. And I don't know, almost like you found a different avenue. You found a tunnel or something that will get you to your dreams. This person seems to be more in a situation where it's almost like they're in a room and there's one door and that door isn't opening and there's kind of like no way out, right? Like there's just, well, I guess I just have to sit here. I don't know if this is on a time delay. Is this door opening? How they view you. Life is a mystery. Wow, that's interesting. They have no idea about anything that could be going on for you, or they view you in some sort of, I guess, mental capacity where you're like, I have no idea. I have no idea what tomorrow's going to be or what's happening. But, you know, that's very interesting. Make your dreams real is who you are. You're an initiator, too. I feel like you're an initiator. And you maybe, like you actively, you recognize the power that you have in your own life. But you also recognize when Spirit's supporting you. I'm really curious to see how that unfolds. Is this person just like, how they view you? Life is a mystery. Like maybe they don't understand you. Because you see them too as truth transcends illusion. Like they're, man, time to collaborate, trust in the divine. In the past, it was, maybe you were building something with this person in the past. Maybe you were working with this person. Maybe this person even reminds me like, it's sort of like family related here. It could be something to do with family. It could be something to do with siblings. Who you are. What is this dream? What is this dream that you're making real? What is this dream that you're making real, Leo? The King of Wands, you. You. You're your own dream. Boy, I'm loving your energy today. Courageous and brave and charismatic and dramatic and enthusiastic. You will scorch if needed to make a point. That's, well, you know. It's you. Like, that's your card in the deck. What dream are you? Like, every dream. Who you want to be, how you want to be in the world, the person you were born to be. Oh, that's a fucking awesome dream. I love it. That's the best answer all week to anything. What dream are you making real? You. Okay. Why wouldn't Spirit have your back with that, right? Like, that's awesome. And how you function, Spirit has your back. The Four of Swords. You just relax. Spirit's got you. Oh, it's almost like all you really have to do is like heal and rest. Give yourself the kindness that you need and require. Take a break from certain things that are certain things that maybe you've been involved in the past that have depleted you or broken you down in some way. Because you know what? Who you are and who you're meant to be will just naturally unfold. Spirit will protect you. I love this. I love this for you. This is so cool. Okay. And what you've overcome. Freedom is yours. The King of Swords. Wow. Okay. There's two ways I'm getting with this. There's possibly some type of like authoritative and very strictly minded leader of some sort here that maybe you've freed yourself from. Now, this could also be about your own mindset or your own mind's inability to sway. There's some type of logical assessment here also that was maybe performed. I'm going to say performed. You have the Four of Swords, so there's some type of mental healing that's going on too. Your outlook and maybe your perception of who you are. Freedom. Freedom of the King of Swords. Solid, logic, aggressive, firm friend or vengeful enemy. Seeing the big picture. What you've overcome. Freedom. Seeing the big picture. Wow. Have you had like an epiphany here? Having an epiphany. The dream to be you. That sounds so profound. It's interesting. I had a bunch of my girlfriends were over last night. We had dinner and we went in, we were swimming in the pool and stuff. And, but we were talking about sort of like supernatural experiences. And I had mentioned to one of them, I said, you know, it's funny, like I had asked, I don't know, must be about a year ago now, how did I get here? Like, how did I get here? You know, like me as Cindy, how did I get here? And the reply that I got from my guides was that I dreamed myself alive. I've always found that so profound. And she was like, oh my God, that's so profound. And she said, I wish we knew how the rest of us got here. I said, oh, no. That's not like just to me. That's like kind of like all of us. If I did it, we all did it, right? Like it's not, that answer's not just for me. Because and I find that very profound that even, you know, I was talking about that last night. And then looking at this for make your dreams real, the King of Wands. Maybe for some of you, this could be, it could be a same-sex, like if you're a King of Wands too, and you're same-sex, it could be like, you know, your other King of Wands here. It could be even a dream partner for some of you too, that somebody that you would really resonate with. But I really feel like it has something to do with like who you are, like really connecting with that and that person really being authentic and living the life you really wanted to live here. That's who you are. And you see the other as truth transcends illusion. Oh, how fat. The Hanged Man. That's very interesting. The Hanged Man. You see the other is trying to form a perspective here. Trying to see beyond the illusions. Trying to see the truth. Somebody maybe trying to have some type of psychic enlightenment. Now, who they are is set healthy boundaries. So that and how you view them, like they're two very different topics. So how you view them may not be incorrect. And I'm just, you know, being shown something specific about them that isn't necessarily what, you know, you yourself would identify readily at this moment as to who they are. So I'm really curious to see the set healthy boundaries, who the other is. Who are they setting a healthy boundary with, for one thing? Who or what are they setting a healthy boundary with? The sun, self, could be you. It could be you though, the sun. Could be you. They're setting but it's a healthy boundary. They could be setting a healthy boundary between themselves and you for some type of self-enlightenment here too, which is interesting. Now we see how, you know, how you view them. It's like trying to have some type of self-enlightenment. I said psychic enlightenment, so right. Wow. Okay, I'll ask why in a minute. So who they're setting a healthy boundary with, I feel like is you. They're set, but it's healthy. So it might be something that is needed at this time for this person. Like, I need to do this kind of work. I need to see something for what it is. I need to understand myself. I can't do that when I'm with you, or I can't do that when I'm caught up in whatever could be going on. Okay, so how they function, bring your ideas to life. This person feels like they're trying, their function is trying to kind of get to where you already are. So, right, like you make your dreams real, and that is formulating something into the 3D, where they're still like, how do I bring my idea into that? How do I do that? That's their, what is this idea they want to bring to life? The Knight of Swords. All right. This person wants to be like fearless and enthusiastic. This person, maybe this person doesn't want to necessarily have the boundaries that they do. They have an idea here and they want to be fearless with it. Now, oh, that's interesting. I've seen in the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. What is that card? That is, oh, I love that pause. You don't have to sit with me. I did have to go through the whole deck because it was at the back. This card, this is what I was seeing in my mind's eye. Extremism. So you see, it's almost like this person is trying to force a script on this person, or trying to force something onto this person. Like, this is how it is. Look at, this is how it is. There's something like, I'm getting that. I'm seeing that with this card, like bring their idea to life. And it is, it's almost like to be kind of with the Knight of Swords, it's to kind of be like sort of forceful with this idea. Is to be forceful with this idea. Now, maybe there's an idea that you have here. I don't know. Was that why they're setting the healthy boundary with you? I don't know. I got to go back. I'm going to clarify that stuff with another deck. You know, you're not doing that, because you're like kind of cool and chill here with the Four of Swords, and Spirit has your back. I want to say to some extent, this person could be trying to hold themselves back because they're setting a healthy boundary. Is there something that they wanted to share with you? I really feel like there's something this person wants to share with you. It's an idea and they'd like to make it real. But why they're setting this boundary with you, I don't know. So we'll see in a minute. Maybe you do. It's your reading. You'll be like, I can tell you right now, Janine. But, you know, Spirit might give you something else. So, Spirit has a plan. What they've overcome. A Spirit has a plan. What plan? What plan have they overcome that Spirit has for them? The Five of Swords. Oh, it's almost like it doesn't matter what this person does. To something. This is a no-win situation. So they need to honor whatever plan Spirit has around them. I feel like they have a realization about that, or they understand that to some degree here. They could be finding that maybe that's why they have this boundary with you. Like, it's, you know, let's say this is like a romantic situation, or, you know, something like that. I'm just going to put it to that because I feel like there's probably a little bit more of a mental and emotional and even physical investment in that for people than even just something that's just like friendship, right? Although everybody has different relationships with their friends, so let's say this person is they're in the mindset that I really like Leo. I really want to try to get to know Leo better, or I'd really like to develop a relationship with Leo, right? Like, this is an idea that could be the idea that they have here, and there's a part of them that just doesn't even want to hesitate. They just want to, like, I just want to jump into this. I'm just so enthusiastic and eager about this. I really like Leo. But they've put a boundary here. Why? Yeah, we don't know. We keep hitting that. But it's kind of like this person is recognizing that, let's say there's something about you, right? Well, your energy does seem quite lovely, quite spiritually developed even, and you really understand who you are. It's brilliant. Make your dreams real. What dream? You. The dream of you. That's like a real strong sense of self. If this person does not have that, right, they may recognize, I might project on Leo, or maybe they've already, like, I've been projecting on Leo, or I feel insecure around Leo, even though I really like Leo, right? There's a lot of things. And so they can find themselves in a situation where, oh, there's Leo. I'd really like to grow and develop something with Leo, but I am not capable of doing that in like the mental or emotional state that I find myself in, right? So that is, what do they do? Because if they try to develop something with you, they're probably going to sabotage it in some way, either subconsciously or maybe even consciously. So that's not going to win in that situation. And if they take time out to work on themselves, there's a good chance that, well, you know what, you're going to move on with your life or do whatever it is that, you know, however things unfold. So to some degree, right, like with that, Spirit has a plan and they have overcome that with the Five of Swords. I feel like they recognize that there's a situation that exists and there's nothing that they can necessarily do about it to change it, and it just is what it is. You know what I mean? Okay. How they view you. This is interesting. Life is a mystery. They view you as life is a mystery. And I don't know if that's it's so open-ended, right, with that bobcat. I'm really feeling like there's something about you that's a mystery to them. Why did they meet you? Or maybe you're no contact with this person, and so they have no idea what you're doing and what's going on. I don't know. Life is a mystery. Oh, the Four of Pentacles. How they view you. Okay, I feel like they might view you as closed off. Now, that's also interesting because here, as these cards are laying here on the table, you are facing that way. Your back is to their energy. And it's like, well, I'm going to focus on my dreams. I'm going to focus on what I want for myself and in my life here. Yeah, I have a feeling this person, well, if this is something too that feels like a closed door, like the person doesn't know. They don't, I feel like I'm going to say, describe what I feel like that card is in a very vast way here. I feel like it's like they just don't get it in terms of you and them, why they met you, or I don't know. The Devil's at the bottom. Time to collaborate with the Devil. Well, that's a very interesting combination. Collaborating with the Devil. Codependency, contracts. All right, I've been dying to get into this. The first thing I want to ask is why they have this boundary with you. Why do they have a boundary with Leo? The Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. This could have something to do with family here. Something to do with family, or it could be like you don't mix your friends with your family. They've got a boundary, or your families don't mix. I don't know what that is. That's kind of weird. They have a boundary here that has something to do with, it could even be like working with family. Okay, what makes this boundary healthy? What makes this boundary healthy? Strength and courage. Jizzo! Come here, Jizzo. Jizzo. I don't know if I should try the garlic again. Anyways. I should go. My neighbor is seeing like a homeopathic nutritionist or something. I should get the name. I don't know. The garlic was like doing everything for all of my perimenopause symptoms, or I really don't know what stage I'm at. Dear, what road trip my body's taking me on. But anyways, I think I overdid it with the raw garlic because it started hurting my stomach. And then it hurt my stomach one morning and my whole mouth got watery. Like I went to the bathroom. I thought I was going to throw up. I haven't thrown up in decades. Oh, God. I even tied my hair back. I was ready. It didn't happen, but I thought, oh, let's do that again. Okay, I just needed a second. Okay, I need a second. Your tarot reader is human and she's going through human shit. Okay. What makes this boundary healthy? Strength card. Leo, does it make you stronger? Make you stronger, Leo? Is it making you stronger? Because it's you again. It's all about you. What is this person doing? It's all about you? I don't know. It's weird. Maybe this person wants to give you space to realize some type of dream about yourself. That's really nice, but what makes this boundary healthy? Well, I want to say it. For one thing, it gives some sort of control over a storm or a potential storm. I don't know why we have something going on here. Why there's a boundary in the first place? It's got, I don't know. It could have something to do with mixing work and family. It could have something to do with working with the family. Working with the time to collaborate. See, that's like the Three of Pentacles and the Devil. In the past, working with the Devil, working with family bonds, working with family trauma. I feel like I'm playing charades. I'm waiting for you to go, yeah, you know. Okay? Okay. All right, Chizzo. You just stand on deck there. Okay. You are making your dreams real. It's just you. Okay, so we know it's you. So let me, King of Wands. Oh, there we go. Oh, fuck, you are. Look at it. You really are. The Star and the Hierophant. You're bringing blessings in like big time. You're bringing in really big blessings here. This is, okay, I'm seeing something here too. There could be somebody who wants to, you could want to do some type of spiritual work here with others, and it could involve yoga, it could involve meditation, it could involve something holistic. You could be working with children or teens here. You're manifesting. Also, it feels, because this is a tradition, like the Hierophant talks about traditions, right? A patriarch and all that. But it really reverses the spin on it because it doesn't feel patriarchal. It's a woman here. Is sitting in what may have, for the most part, been dictated to us is a man's role, right, in spiritual leadership, just in the last few 100 years or so, or I guess maybe 1,000 or 2 years. But it's also like yoga is considered sort of like, you know, now I feel like a bit of a what is the word? I'm hearing bigot. I would be a bigot. Would I be a bigot to say, like, as someone who's in like Western culture, to say that yoga is not more traditional? Because it's probably a hell of a lot more traditional than Western culture. It's been around a lot longer. So I'm talking myself into a corner, aren't I? I'm talking myself into a corner. That's the Gemini rising. It's like this and that are true. I say this and then I believe, well, you know what? Seriously. Because you're bringing in, and God does have your back here, 100% with the major arcana and the star blessings. You could even be developing some type of leadership here around you, or taking on a leadership role, but it does not feel patriarchal. Like you were doing it in something that is non-traditional for wherever you are. Because I know people watch me from all over the world, and it's not right for me to say that something in Western culture is traditional and something like yoga is not, especially if you're in the East, because that is not. Okay, so you are, whether you know it or not. That's the other thing too. Maybe just being you, like really just being you authentically, is really like bringing in your blessings for you. So how you function. Four of Swords, Spirit, how you back. So I want to say it's maybe even healing like your relationship between yourself and God. Wow, the Six of Swords. You go where God takes you. You just, look at this too. I love it. It almost looks like laying in a cart and the bird is pulling you. All right, and the Six of Swords. And, you know, you're being pulled here. God is pulling you. It's taking you in that direction. Wow, look at you. That is great. No, that's really good, Leo. You guys have had a really nice energy the last little bit. Like, I feel like there's a shift for you. And I'm not saying that to be in any way to, like, to be insulting like that. I'm not saying like you haven't had good energy. Y'all have. I feel like you've been going through tough times. It's felt like that since very early on my channel. I still remember, I think it was the first, was it the first Leo? Was it the first Leo reading? I don't think it was the first one. It was one of the first. And I remember it was on a wooden table and the camera was on the cards. And it was sort of like a pyramid shape of the cards. And the reading was talking about how you are worthy of something, but you don't see it. You don't see it. And from there, I feel like I've just been picking away at all these little facets of greatnesses within you that you don't see, relationships that aren't working, like all of that stuff. Because right now, your energy is the bomb. It is the fucking bomb, Leo. Now, what you've overcome. Freedom is yours with the King of Swords. Tell me about the King of Swords. I can't make that one up. Who came out? The King of Swords. I just love it when I get clarified with the card I'm trying to clarify. Maybe it is a person. The Five of Pentacles. Oh, you're out of there. So what it is? Could be something legal. I don't know. There's a rule here. You're free. You're out of there. Yeah, there might have been, this might be leaving a group here. Leaving some type of group or leaving some sort of safety. But that gives you freedom. Interesting to say that, right? Like the whole concept of safety. And, you know, I think about pets all the time. Because I think about my pets. They have to wait for me to do shit all the time. Like they can't just, well, Larry, shouldn't say his name. To come and take over the table. But like I think about that all the time. Like they look at me, or you know what? Lily is very patient. She doesn't really bark much. She just like waits till I come upstairs or I do something. And I'll see her just sitting at the back door. I'm like, why didn't you come and tell me you had to go out? She's waiting. So I wait. So at some point you'll come to the back of the house and you'll see that I want out. Right? Like, so she's lost a sense of freedom there. She just can't go out whenever she wants. She can't do this. But she has safety. She does have safety, and she has love and consistency. I have to tell Larry all the time that he's my love slave because he doesn't understand why he can't be wild and free. I say, you're my love slave. But then he takes it. He's like, okay. Okay. I don't know. I see there's something here that you've given up some type of security and maybe safety to have freedom. And it could literally be from someone in your life who was very authoritative. And this person could swing one of two ways, and there was no in between. This person could be like a very firm, a very firm and logical friend, or a very vengeful enemy. That feels tricky. Like it feels like, how do you approach that with any, like, you know, it's either like, wow, we're bosom buddies, or you're out to get me. I don't know. But you have freed yourself from something here, and even if that's just the archetype of a system or something that you were involved in. But there's a sacrifice that goes with it because you get your freedom, but you're also having, you know, there's insecurity that comes with the Five of Pentacles. You know, you don't know who's out there who you can trust. Now you're out there in your own in the cold. You view the other, the Hanged Man. Psychic, changing their perspective. You view the other as changing their perspective. The Five of Cups. The Five of Cups. What about the Five of Cups? It's disappointment. The Death card, the Seven of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. Truth. Well, that's interesting. This is almost like the truth hurts, too. The truth hurts is how you view them. The truth hurts. You view this person as, I want to say, having some type of a rebirth moment here. And maybe it's not going well. It's not going well. That's how I would describe it. It's not going well. You could also view them as somebody who has hurt you. You could possibly view this person too as somebody who's caused a lot of confusion for you and maybe a lot of mental anxiety. I could see that because they don't, well, and they have a boundary here, and they clearly have a boundary with you, right? What is their motivation? Bring your ideas to life. We already asked. The idea is the Knight of Swords. Enthusiasm. About what? The Queen of Wands and the Two of Cups. What's going on? I feel like this person wants to build something. Like these are partners. These are fire partners. Fire partners. They're fire partners. Emotional agreement. Friendship. Bonding. Love and affection. Shared by two people. That's this person's idea. Yeah, here he comes. I can see you. You and that Swiffer tail. Like a big pregnant pause there waiting for that to happen. There he is. He's come for the Leos. Have you come for the Leos? Wow. Yes. Yes. Hi. You can't lay on the cards though, you know that. If you lay here, it'd be lovely. Yeah. I have to say, he's really made Lily confident. You've done that. You have done that, haven't you? You brought out her confidence. When he first arrived, he was a bit of a territorial bully, and I didn't even know if we were going to keep him. Because my rule was, I'm not going to introduce a new pet that's going to destroy Lily's life. I'm not going to do that. She has a happy life. There's no reason that should change for her. So, right, like the whole idea was, we adopted him with the intent to, we fostered him with the intent to adopt. But anyways, he would bully her and he wouldn't let her out of rooms. He'd just sit there and intimidate her. She didn't take it. She didn't take it now. Well, he learned. He stopped doing that. I had a talk with him and he understood. She's not competing with you. No, you don't have to push her out. You can be friends too. But these two are hilarious. The circus acts that they do together are really funny. Oh my gosh. And Lily, I've noticed a different confidence in her just going on walks and stuff with other, not big dogs, but other dogs. Yeah, you brought out her confidence, didn't you? You did. You challenged her a little bit and you brought out her confidence. Okay, we had our Larry time. We're going to put you here. I think you just knocked cards off. Oh, no. That's a good boy, Larry. That's a good boy. Okay. So, now I did that. Then you got to go. You got to go. No. Oh, my God. Like a feline. It's got to be all about me when it's time for me. Love you, Larry, but not there. You know that. I don't know that that is a lesson that we're ever going to learn. Oh, there he goes. Okay. This person, how they function, bring your ideas to life. They want to bring an idea. The idea is them and a partner. I feel like, oh, wait a second. Okay, let's just say something here. Make your dreams real. Let's say your dream is a King of Wands personality. Okay? That's who you are. Your dream here is a King of Wands personality. I said, what I say in this reading, I said the energies could be flipped, or you could be dealing with another Leo. It's possible. Fire sign, something. What is this? This person's, how they function is this person wants to bring their idea to life, right? And what is that idea? This idea is like the Queen of Wands. Huh? And your dream is the King of Wands. And their idea is the Queen of... Do you see that? But why do they have such a boundary with you? I don't understand that. Set healthy boundaries. Maybe this is something that... Is this something you have initiated? Because it's a strength card, but what makes this healthy? Strength, courage, this boundary. Does it somehow strengthen a relationship? Is there something this person needs to do in their family? Something this person needs to work on in their family before they can do something with you? I don't know. I kind of wondering if it's something like that. All right. What they've overcome. Spirit has a plan. The Five of Swords. Like, well. Three of Cups and the Devil. Oh. This is like, why is God bringing me back to the devil? What the fuck? Reuniting with the devil. What kind of plan is that? I'd have boundaries too if it seemed like that's what Spirit was doing for me. Whoa, what's the devil? The Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. A wife. A wife? A mother? A wife or mother. The devil is a wife or a mother here. Oh. I don't know. It's like a partner. Oh, is this person overcome? Oh, is this person... Has God sent them you? Okay, has God sent them you? And you're like their counterpart. And they just can't... I don't know what's going on for this person. Maybe this person has some wounds too around relationships. And they're like, no, Leo's too much for me. I can't right now. Spirit has a plan. It's an idea. What's the idea with the Queen of Pentacles? What's this Queen of Pentacles? Is it an actual person? Or is it an archetype here? You know, like mother, wife. What's the idea? The Hanged Man. That's how you view them. There's a shift in perspective here. I feel like this person's trying to find themselves. I don't know. They're either trying to find themselves and they can't do that while they're engaged with your energy, or this person is involved in some type of family situation and they can't handle that and you at the same time. How they view you. Life is a mystery. Four of Pentacles. And maybe, like, I'm having trouble understanding why this person has a boundary with you. Maybe you're like, yeah, I don't know why this person doesn't. The Page of Cups. Hopeful. What? Okay. I did say that. I said, maybe this person makes you confused and gives you mental anxiety. That's how you view them. Somebody who makes you feel confused and gives you mental anxiety and you feel kind of down about them. And they view you. They do view you as, you know, maybe thinking like, I don't get this. I don't get this. Well, that's quite the reading. Oh, no. Hermit, the Magician. Well, there we go. That's like, wow. There we go. Manifesting things from self, of self. The Five of Wands and the Two of Swords. Oh, it's almost like other people get involved and confuse the situation. You got to rely on your intuition because you don't know there's some hidden things going on here. I feel like there's some sort of underlying complication that isn't in the reading that I'm kind of picking up on their side. But, okay, Leo, I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, Leo, I'm going to ask what this person misunderstands about you and what you don't know about this person. There's two options in the description below for the extended if you would like to follow me there. Thank you so much, pussycats. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.